some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
The option look. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mustangs offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gives it on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Young. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Young. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the snap, it's Young. Can't get him to the ground. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
On the direct snap, it's Young. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more fit.
It's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Gives it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Throwing right. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Finds his man open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working, you're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Williams. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires toward the end zone. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football form out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try, and the ball squirted out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air, it's Jennings. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Trying to slam in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here come the Irish, back on offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Direct snap. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back has it. Finds a little space. Good. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the ground, it's Payne. Got room to work. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give it to the back. Pass to 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane. He found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Brings up 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The Fighting Irish now with a 3rd down play to open the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Turning it on! Touchdown Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by 11 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Hold on. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They want to run it left here. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play, and all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Nice move there. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harden. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hayes.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To the air. It's Jennings. Under fire. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right on the money. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Makes the grab. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout. Clock stops, 13 seconds to go in the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This almost certainly to win the game. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips this field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Looking for space. It's Harden. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And they're on top here in overtime.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The inside handoff. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or
really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On the run, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. On the direct snap, it's Payne. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Jenkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down and overtime. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Mustangs! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead.
That's it! The defense got home, and they finished the deal with the sack! How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.